then where would you be? I'd like to know.
Where indeed?
Well, I read in the paper only yesterday of a gentleman who fell up a pair of stairs in his library. Thought nothing of it at the time, but later he took bad and they rushed him to hospital. A broken rib had perforated the lung. And the next day, he was dead.
What jolly papers you read, Mrs.
Yes,
Grant.
well, the same will happen to you if you keep stretching over like that. Oh, dear, look. The professor's run out of cigarettes again. I better nip out and get him another 20 before they shut. You tell Miss Koletsky I won't be long fetching that washing. Bye!
I'll tell her. Sorry, Miss Koletsky, I'll pick him up.
It does not matter. A few more books here and there of no consequence.
You startled me, you see. How's Mrs. Hendryk?
The same as usual. She feels the cold, so I have a fresh bottle here for her.
Has she been ill for a very long time?
5 years.
Would she ever get any better?
She has her good and her bad days.
Oh yes, but I mean really better. I say, that's tough going, isn't it?
As you say, it is tough going.
Can't the doctors do anything?
No. She has one of those diseases for which at present there is no known cure.
You know, it gets me. I mean, time, what it does to you. How people change. I mean, it's hard to know what's real and what isn't. Or if anything is real.
This bottle seems to be very real.
The professor said it would be all right to take anything I wanted. I brought the lofters back.
Ah, so it is.
It is just as you said. He really makes my thing.
Why not stay and have some supper with us?
Thank you so much, sir. That's got to do it.
I see. Well, goodbye till Mondays then. Take care of the books.
Oh, I will, sir. I'm awfully sorry. More sorry than I can tell you about losing that other one.
Think no more about it. I myself have lost books in my time. It happens to all of us.
You've been awfully good about it. Awfully good. Some people wouldn't have lent me any more books.
Tja, that would have been foolish. Now go on, my boy. Oh yes, it was wrong of you to steal my book and to sell it and to lie to me about it. But if you have to do bad things, I'm glad that you do them for a good motive. And the joy is there's no better motive than that. To go out with a girl and enjoy yourself. She is pretty, your girl?
Well, naturally, I think so. Actually, she's pretty marvelous.
Have you had a good time on the £2?
In a way. Well, I mean, I began by enjoying it awfully, but I did feel rather uncomfortable.
I see. You felt uncomfortable. Yes, that is interesting.
Do believe me, sir, I am terribly sorry and ashamed, and it won't happen again. And I'll tell you this too, I'm going to save up and buy that book back and bring it back to you.
Then you shall do so if you can. Now, cheer up. That's all over and forgotten this. I turned one of them down today.
Who is that?
A very spoiled young girl. Naturally, she's at liberty to attend class and waste her time. But she wants special lessons. Private tuition.
Is she prepared to pay for them?
That is the idea. Her father, I gather, has a men's father, and has always bought his daughter everything she ever wanted. But he will not buy her private lessons from me.
We could do with the money.
I know, Lisa. But it's not a question of money. It's the time, you see. I simply haven't got the time. There are two boys. Sidney Abrahamson, you know him. And another boy, a coal miner's son. They're keen. They're desperately keen. And I think they've got the stuff in them. But they're handicapped by a poor, superficial education. If they're to stand a chance, I have to give them private time.
I mean, just think what we could do with this room. Anya's away.
I'll go to lunch.
Got the washing. And I got a few more fags for the professor. He was right out again. Oh, don't they carry on when they run out of fags? You should have heard Mr. Freeman at my last place. Oh, he screamed blue murder if he hadn't got a fag. He was always sarcastic to his wife. They were incompatible. You know, he had a secretary. Oh, that saucy cat. I mean, when the divorce came up, I could have told them a thing or two from what I saw, and I would have done too, but for Mr. Roper. I mean, I felt it was only right, but he says, no ivy, never spit against the wind. I mean, open. Oh, shall I see who she is?
If you please, Mrs. Roper.
Good evening, Mrs. Roper.
It's the doctor.
Good evening, Lisa, my dear.
Hello, Dr. Stoner.
Well, I must be off now, Miss Kristi. Oh, and by the way, I'll bring another quarter of tea in the morning for right out again. Bye!
Well, Lisa, how goes it? Oh. Has Karl been buying books again, or is it only my fancy there are more than usual?
I've forbidden him to buy more, Doctor. Already there is practically nowhere to sit down.
You're quite right to read him the riot act, Lisa, but you won't succeed. Or Karl would rather have a book for dinner than a piece of roast beef. How's Anya?
She's been very depressed and in bad spirits. Yesterday she seemed a little better and more cheerful.
Yes, that's the way it goes. Is Karl with her now?
Yes.
He never fails her. You realize, my dear, don't you, that Karl is a very remarkable man? People feel it, you know, they're influenced by him.
He makes his effect, yes.
Now, what do you mean by that, young woman?
There are no fields of amaranth this side of the grave.
Walter Savage Landor. What's your exact meaning, Lisa, in quoting him?
Well, just that you know, and I know, that there are no fields of amaranth this side of the grave. But Karl doesn't know. For him, the fields of amaranth are here and now, and that can be dangerous.
Dangerous to him?
Not only to him, dangerous to others, to those that care for him and depend on him. I mean, men like Karl.
Yes.
Doctor, I thought I heard your voice.
Oh, hello, Anya. You look very well this evening.
I may look well, doctor, but I don't feel it. How can I feel well cooped up in here all day?
But you have that lovely balcony outside your bedroom window. You can sit out there and get the air and the sunshine and see what's going on all around you.
As if there's anything worth yet going on around me. All these drab houses and the drab people who live in them. Oh, when I think of our lovely little house and garden, and our nice furniture, everything gone. It's too much, doctor. It's too much to lose everything you have.
Come now, Anya. You still have a fine, upstanding husband.
Not such an upstanding husband as he was, is he? You stoop, Karl, and your hair is grey.
Well, that is a pity, but you will just have to put up with me as I am.
I feel worse every day, doctor. I don't think this last medicine suits me.
Then we must try something else.
Well, the drops are all right, the ones for my heart. But Lisa will only give me 4 at a time. She says that you said I must not take more. But I think I got used to them, and it would be better if I took 6 or 8.
Oh, Lisa is carrying out my orders. That's why I've told her not to leave them near you, in case you should take too many. They are dangerous, you know.
Well, it's just as well you don't leave them near me. If you did, one day I should take the whole bottle and finish it off.
Oh, my dear, you wouldn't do that.
What good am I to anyone, lying here, ill and a nuisance to everybody? Oh, I know they're kind enough, but they must feel me a terrible burden.
Anya, you are not a burden to me.
But I must be.
No, you're not.
It's not as though I'm bright and amusing like I used to be. I'm just an invalid now, fretful and cross, with nothing amusing to say or do.
No, my dear.
If only I were dead and out of the way, Karl could marry a young, handsome wife who would help him in his career.
You would be surprised if you knew how many men's careers were ruined by marrying handsome young wives, and they themselves are middle-aged.
You know what I mean.
We'll try tonic. A new tonic.
Did you see your flowers, Anya? I brought them for you.
I don't want to be reminded of spring. Spring in this horrible city. Do you remember the woods? And how we went and picked the little wild daffodils? Our life was so happy then, so easy. We didn't know what was coming. Now the world is hateful, horrible, all drab grey, and our friends are scattered and most of them are dead. We have to live in a foreign country.
Thank you, Lisa.
So our first things, Anya.
I know I complain all the time, but if I were well, I should be brave and bear it all.
I know, you have a lot to bear.
What have I ever done that this should happen to me?
Dearest, I understand.
Good afternoon. Could I see Professor Hendryk, please? Will you come this way, please? Mr. Orlando to see you, Karl. I do hope you don't mind my butting in like this. I got your private address from Master Cole.
No, of course not. May I introduce my wife to you, Miss Orlando?
How do you do, Mrs. Hendryk? How do you do? I am, you see, an invalid. I cannot get up.
Oh, of course not. I'm so sorry. I hope you don't mind my coming, but I'm a pupil of your husband's. I wanted to consult him about something.
This is Miss Koletsky and Dr. Stoner.
How do you do? How do you do?
How do you do?
So, this is where you live. Books. Books. Oh look, more books. There's lots and lots of books.
Yes, Miss Rolander, you're very fortunate in being able to sit down. I cleared that sofa only 5 minutes ago.
Oh, I'm always lucky.
Would you like some coffee?
No, thank you, Professor Hendryk. I wonder if I might speak with you for a moment alone.
I'm afraid our accommodation is rather limited. This is the only sitting room.
Oh well, I expect you know what I'm going to say. You told me today that your time was so taken up you couldn't accept any more private pupils. I've come to ask you to change your mind, to make an exception in my favor.
I am sorry, Miss Rolander, but my time is completely booked up.
You can't put me off like that. I happen to know that after you refused me, you agreed to take Sidney Abrahamson privately. So you see you had got time. You preferred him to me, why?
If you want an honest answer.
I do, I hate beating around the bush.
I think Sidney is more likely to profit than you are.
Do you mean you think he has a better brain than I have?
I would not say that. Let me just say that I think he has a greater desire for learning.
Oh, I see. You think I'm not serious. But I am serious. The truth is you're prejudiced. You think because I'm rich and because I've been a deb and done all the silly things that debs do that I'm not in earnest. Carl, but believe me, I am.
Oh dear, I wonder, Carl.
Yes, dearest.
My head, I don't feel terribly well. I'm sorry, Miss Rolander, but if you'll excuse me, I think I shall go back to my own room.
Of course, I quite understand.
My heart feels very odd tonight, Doctor. Do you think you could...
Yes, yes, I'm sure we can find something that will help you. Oh, Carl, will you please bring my bag?
Excuse me a moment.
Of course. Poor Mrs. Hendryk. Has she been an invalid long?
5 years.
5 years, that poor man.
Poor man.
I was thinking of him dancing attendance on her all the time. She does like him to dance attendance, doesn't she?
He's her husband.
Of course, he's a terribly kind man. But one can be too kind. Pity is weakening, don't you think? I'm afraid I'm not in the least bit kind. I never pity anybody. I can't help it, I'm made that way. Do you live here too?
I look after Mrs. Hendryk in the flat.
You poor dear, how awful for you.
Not at all. I like it.
Well, don't they have household helps or something that go around doing that sort of thing for invalids? I should have thought it would be much more fun for you to train for something and take a job.
There is no need for me to train. I am already trained as a physicist.
Well, then you could get a job quite easily.
I already have a job. Here.
Well, Professor Hendryk, can I come?
I'm afraid the answer is no.
You don't understand. I want to come. I want to be taught. Please, please, you can't refuse me.
But I can refuse you, you know.
But why? Daddy will pay you heaps if you let me come double the ordinary fee. I know he will.
I'm sure your father will do anything you ask him. But it's not a question of money. Please, would you pour Miss Rolander a glass of sherry? I must go back to Anya now.
Professor Hendryk.
My wife is having one of her bad days. I know you will excuse me if I go back to her now.
No thanks, I don't want any sherry. I'll be going now. I shall get what I want, you know. I always do.
You will have a glass of sherry, Doctor?
Thank you. That's a very determined young woman.
Yes. She's fallen in love with Karl, of course.
Suppose that happens fairly often.
Yes. I remember being frightfully in love myself with my professor of mathematics. He never even noticed me.
But you're probably younger than that girl.
Yes, I was younger.
You don't think Karl may respond, do you?
One never knows. I don't think so.
He's used to it, you mean?
He's not used to it from quite that type of girl. Most of the students are a rather unattractive lot. But this girl, she has beauty and glamour and money. And she wants him very badly.
So you're afraid?
No, I'm not afraid. Not for Karl. I know what Karl is. I know what Anya means to him and always will. If I am afraid,
Yes.
what does it matter?
So my persistent young lady has gone.
Very attractive young woman. Are most of your students like that, Karl?
Fortunately, no. But we should have more complications than we have already.
You must be careful, my boy.
Oh, I am careful. I have to be.
And if you do give her private lessons, have Lisa there as chaperone. Good night, Lisa.
Good night, Doctor. I'd better go to Anya.
No, she wanted to left the rest of it. I'm afraid it upset us, that girl coming.
Yes, I know.
It's a contrast between her life and, well, the other. And Anya always says she gets jealous too. She's always afraid I'm going to fall in love with one of my students.
Perhaps you will.
Can you say that?
It might happen.
Never, and you know it. Why do you stay with us? Why do you stay with us?
You know perfectly why I stay.
I think it is wrong for you. I think perhaps you should go back.
Go back? Go back where?
There's nothing against you, and there never was. You could go back and take up your old post at the university. There's Liebman's a chance of having you.
Perhaps, but I don't want to go.
But perhaps you should go.
Should go? Should go? What do you mean?
This is no life for you.
This is the life I choose.
It's wrong for you. Go back. Go away. Have a life of your own.
I have a life of my own.
You know what I mean. Marry, have children.
I do not think I shall marry.
Not if you stay here. But perhaps if you go back.
Do you want me to go? Answer me. Do you want me to go?
No, I don't want you
Well,
to
then
go.
don't let's talk about it then.
Do you remember the concert in Corsals that day? It was August, very hot. An immensely fat soprano sang the Liedstall. She did not sing it well either. You and I agree were not impressed, either of us. You had on a blue coat and skirt and a funny little velvet hat. Odd, isn't it? How there are some days that one can't forget, that one never will forget. I don't remember the day before that or the day after, but I remember that afternoon very well. The gold chairs and the platforms, the orchestra wiping their foreheads, and the fat soprano bowing and kissing her hand. And then they played the Rachmaninoff piano concerto. Do you remember?
Of course.
I can hear it now. Who can that be?
Good evening, is Professor Hendryk in?
Will you come this way, please?
Professor Hendryk, my name's Rolanda.
How do you do? This is Miss Koletsky.
Now, how do you do?
How do you do?
I have a daughter studying under you, Professor Hendryk.
Yes, that is correct.
She feels that the attending of lectures in a class is not sufficient for her. She'd like you to give her extra private tuition.
I'm afraid that is quite impossible.
Yes, I know that she's already approached you on the subject and that you have refused. But I should like to reopen the matter if I may.
Certainly, Sir William, though I do not think that you will alter my decision.
I should like to understand first your reasons for refusing them. They're not quite clear to me.
They are quite simple. Please, do sit down. Your daughter is charming and intelligent, but she is not, in my opinion, the stuff of which true scholars are made.
Isn't that rather an arbitrary decision?
I think you have the popular belief that learning is something that can be stuffed into a person, the way one puts stuffing into a goose. Perhaps it would be easier for you to understand if it were a question of music. If your daughter had a pretty and tuneful voice, and you took her to a singing teacher and wanted her trained for opera, an honest and conscientious teacher would tell you that she was not suitable for opera, would not be suitable with all the training in the world.
Well, you're the expert. I must, I suppose, bow to your ruling on that.
Do you yourself really think that your daughter wants to pursue an academic career?
No, quite frankly, I do not think so. But she thinks so, Professor Hendryk. Shall we put it as simply as this, that I want my daughter to have what she wants?
A common parental weakness.
Just as you say, a common parental weakness. My position, however, is more uncommon than that of some parents. I am, as you may or may not know, a rich man, to put it bluntly.
I'm aware of that, Sir William. I read the newspapers. In fact, I think it was only a few days ago that I read of the luxury car you were having especially built for your daughter as a present.
That probably seems to you foolish and ostentatious. The reasons behind it, let me tell you, are mainly business ones. Helen's not even particularly interested in the car. Her mind at present is set on more serious matters. And that, I may say, is something of a change for which I am thankful. She's run around for a couple of years now with a set of people whom I don't much care for. People without a thing in their heads except pleasure. Now she seems to want to go in for serious study, and I'm behind the 100%.
I can quite understand your point of view, but I do not see what...
And I'll tell you a little more, Professor Hendryk. Helen is all that I have. Her mother died when she was 7 years old. I love my wife and have never married again. All that I have left of her is Helen. I have always given Helen every single mortal thing she wanted.
That is understandable. But has it been wise?
Probably not. But it's become a habit of life now. And Helen is a fine girl, Professor Hendryk. I dare say she's made her mistakes. She's been foolish. But the only way you can learn about life is by experience. The Spanish have a proverb. Take what you want and pay for it, says God. That is sound, Professor Hendryk, very sound.
The payment may be high.
Helen wants private tuition from you. I want to give it to her. I'm prepared to pay your price.
It is not a question of price, Sir William. I have a responsibility to my profession. My time and energies are limited. I have 2 good scholars, poor men, but they rate with me in importance above your daughter. And you will forgive me for speaking frankly.
I appreciate your point of view, but I'm not so insensitive as you seem to think. I quite realize it isn't just a question of money. But in my belief, Professor Hendryk, and I am a businessman, every man has his price.
You're entitled to your opinion.
Your wife is, I believe, suffering from disseminated sclerosis.
Yes, that's true. But
When I approach a proposition, Professor, I find out all about it beforehand. Now, that disease is one about which very little is known. It responds to palliatives, but there is no known cure. And although the subject of it may live for many years, a complete recovery is unknown. That, I think, speaking in non-medical terms, is fairly correct.
Yes, that is correct.
But you may have heard or read of a sensational new treatment started in America, of which there are great hopes. I don't pretend to speak with any kind of medical knowledge or accuracy, but I believe that a new expensively produced antibiotic has been discovered which has an appreciable effect upon the course of the disease. It is presently unavailable in England, but a small quantity of the drug has been sent to this country and will be used in a few specially selected cases. I have influence in that direction, Professor Hendryk. The Franklin Institute, where this work is going on, will accept your wife as a patient if I exert my influence there.
Bribery and corruption.
Oh, yes, just as you say. Bribery and corruption. Not personal bribery, however. It wouldn't work in your case. You would turn down any financial offer I made to you. But can you afford to turn down the chance of your wife recovering her health?
You're quite right, Sir William. I will accept your daughter as a pupil. I will give her as much care and attention as I would my best student. Does that satisfy you?
It will satisfy her. She's the kind of girl who doesn't take no for an answer. Well, you have my word for it then. When they are ready at the Institute, your wife will be accepted as a patient. That should be in about 2 months' time. All that remains for me now is to hope that the treatment is as successful as these cases in the United States seem to have been, and that I may congratulate you in a year's time on your wife being restored to health and strength. Good night, Professor Hendryk. Oh, by the way, my daughter's waiting in the car downstairs to hear the result of my embassy. Do you mind if she comes up for a moment or two? I'm sure she'd like to thank you.
Certainly, Sir William.
Good night, Sir William. So the girl wins.
Do you think I should have refused?
No.
I have made Anya suffer so much already. For sticking to my principles, I was turned out of the university at home. Anya never understood why. She thought I behaved foolishly. She never saw my point of view. She suffered through it far more than I did. So now there's a chance of recovery, and she must have it.
What about those two students? Won't one of them have to go to the wall?
Of course not. I shall stay up late at night to do my own work.
You're not as young as you were, Karl. You're already overworking yourself.
Those two boys mustn't suffer.
If you have a breakdown, then everybody suffers.
Then I mustn't have a breakdown. It is fortunate that there's no principal involved here.
Very fortunate. For Anya.
What do you mean?
Nothing really?
I don't understand, Lisa. I'm just a simple man.
Yes, I know. That's what's so frightening about you.
9 years of age.
No, I'll go. Your new pupil will want to see you.
You do things that I've done right, don't you?
What is right? How do we ever know till we see the result?
The door was open, so I came straight in. Is that all right?
Yes, of course.
Do hope you're not angry with me. I dare say you feel I'm not much good as a scholar, but I've never had any proper training. Just a silly sort of fashionable education. But I shall try hard. Really, I shall.
Good. So we shall commence a serious life of study. I can lend you some books. You will take some away and read them. Then you will return at an hour we fix, and I shall ask you certain questions as to the conclusions you have drawn from them. Do you understand?
Yes. May I take the books now? Daddy's waiting for me in the car.
Yes, that would be a good idea. Here, you shall need to buy these. Now. You must have cause. Possibly. Must be wherefore. Do you read German?
I know a little hotel German.
It is essential that you be able to read German. It is impossible to get anywhere without a thorough working knowledge of German or French. You shall study German language and composition 3 times a week. So books are rather heavy, I'm afraid.
Oh, I should say they are.
Take it off.
But it's the right one enough, Lisa. You haven't done it, you've always loved it.
I know. That's why I can't bear it right now. Please, just take it off.
You know, Lisa. You've always known.
No. We have never said anything.
We've known, haven't we?
Anya is asking for you.
Yes. Yes, I shall go to her.
Carl.
dear.
I'll pick them up for you.
It's no good my trying to knit. Look at my hands, they won't keep still. It's all hopeless.
Our life's a veil of tears, they do say. Did you see that piece in the paper this morning? 2 children drowned in a canal. Lovely children they were. Oh, by the way, Miss Kristi, we've just run out of tea.
There, that's all right now.
Shall I ever get well again?
Of course you will. Of course you will, dearie. Never say die. I mean, because my sister's eldest now, he has fits something shocking. And the doctor says he'll get better, but I mean, I don't know myself. Anyway, I will go and do the bedroom now, shall I? Have it ready for when the doctor comes.
If you please, Mrs. Roca.
You'd better go, Lisa. You'll be late.
If you would like me to stay.
No, of course I don't want you to stay. Your friends are only here for one day. Of course you must see them. It's bad enough being a helpless invalid without feeling like you're spoiling everybody else's pleasure.
Oh, please!
Mrs. Roca! Mrs. Roca, do you mind? The professor is trying to work.
Sorry, miss.
Do you remember our little Mitzi?
Yes, Mitzi.
Such a nice, winning little maid. Always laughing and such pretty manners. She made good pastry too.
She did.
Zara, I'm all ready for my lecture.
I'll be back as soon as I can. Goodbye, Anya.
Enjoy yourself.
Goodbye, Carl.
Goodbye, Lisa. Someday, sweetheart, you will be well and strong.
No, I shan't. I'm very ill and I get worse and worse. You all pretend to be so bright and cheerful about it. You don't know how irritating it is.
Yes, I am sorry. I can see that it must be irritating sometimes.
And I irritate and weary you.
Of course you don't.
Oh, yes, I do. You're so patient and so good. But really, you must long for me to die and set you free.
Anya, don't say these things. You know they are not true.
Nobody ever thinks of me. Nobody ever considers me. It was the same when you lost your chair in the university. Why did you have to take the Schultz of it?
You are friends, Anya.
And you never really liked Schultz or agreed with his views. When he got into trouble with the police, we should have avoided them altogether. It was the only safe thing to do.
It was no fault of his wife and children, and they were left destitute. Somebody had to help them.
It need not have been us.
But they were our friends, Anya. You do not desert your friends when they are in trouble.
You can't, I know that, but you didn't think of me. The result of it was you were told to resign. And we had to leave our home and our friends and come away to this cold, grey, horrible country.
Come now, Anya, it's not so bad.
Not for you, I dare say. They've given you a post at the University of London. And it's all the same to you as long as you have your books and your studies. But I'm ill.
I know.
And I have no friends here. I lie alone day after day with no one to talk to, nothing interesting to hear, no gossip. I knit and drop the stitches.
There now.
You don't understand. You don't understand anything. If you really cared for me, you would understand.
Anya.
You're selfish. Really selfish and hard. You don't care for anyone but yourself.
Poor Anya.
It's all very well to say poor Anya, but nobody really cares for me. Nobody thinks of me.
I think of you. I remember when I saw you first, in your little jacket, all gaily embroidered and gold. We went for a picnic up the mountain. The narcissus were out. You took off your shoes and walked through the long grass. Do you remember? Such pretty little shoes, such pretty little feet.
I always had small feet.
The prettiest feet in the world. The prettiest girl.
Now I'm not used to anybody.
To me, you are the same, Anya. Always the same. That'll be Dr. Stone, I expect.
Shall I see who it is? Would you come inside, please? It's a young lady to see you, sir.
I brought some of your books back. I thought you might be wanting them.
You remember Miss Rolanda, don't you, dearest?
How are you, Mrs. Hendryk? I do hope you're feeling better.
I never feel better.
I am sorry.
That'll be Dr. Stone now, I expect.
I'll finish the bedroom later. I'll just nip out and get that tea before he shuts.
Hello, Doctor. Come in.
Well, Carl, it's a lovely day.
I would like a word with you alone, Doctor.
Yes, of course. Well, Anya, it's a lovely spring day.
Is it?
Would you excuse us a moment?
Of course.
Good afternoon, Miss Brolander.
Good afternoon, Doctor. It's just too hot for this time of year, isn't it? I mean, it gets me in the joints, it does now, when it's like this. I mean, I could hardly get out of the bed this morning. I was just so stiff. Anyway, Mrs. Hendryk, I won't be long fetching that tea. Oh, and about the tea, I'll get a £1/2, shall I?
If you like, if you like.
Ta-ta. So long.
It is she who drinks the tea, you know. She always says we need more tea, but we hardly use any. We drink coffee.
I suppose these women are always pitching things, aren't they?
So they think we are foreigners and we shall not know. I'm afraid it must be very dull for you, Miss Rolander, to have only me to talk to. As invalids are not very amusing company.
Oh, I really only came to bring back those books.
Yes, Karl has too many books. Look at this room. Look at the books everywhere. Students come and borrow them and read them and then leave them about and then take them away and lose them. It's maddening, quite maddening.
Can't be much fun for you.
I wish I were dead.
Oh, you mustn't say that.
But it's true. I'm a nuisance and a bore to everybody. To my husband and to my cousin Lisa. Do you think it is nice to know one is a burden on people?
Do you?
Well, I think I'd be better dead. Much better dead. Sometimes I think I shall end it all. It'll be quite easy. Just a little overdose of my heart medicine, and then everybody shall be happy and free, and I shall be at peace. Why should I go on suffering?
Must be awful for you.
You can't know. You couldn't possibly understand. You're young and rich and good-looking and have everything you want. And here am I, miserable, helpless, always suffering, and nobody cares. Nobody really cares.
Well, Anya, Karl tells me you're going to the clinic in about 2 weeks' time.
It won't do any good, I'm sure of it.
Oh, come, you mustn't say that. I was reading a most interesting article in The Lancet the other day which dealt with the matter. It was only an outline, but it was interesting. Of course, we're very cautious in this country about the prospect of this new treatment, afraid to commit ourselves. Our American cousins rush ahead. There certainly seems to be a good chance of success with it.
It really won't do any good. I don't believe in it.
Oh, Anya, don't be a little misery. We'll have your weekly overhaul now, and I'll see if you're doing me credit as a patient or not.
But I can't knit. My hands, they shake so. I drop the stitches.
There's nothing in there, is there, Doctor?
No, nothing at all.
I'm afraid I have to go out now. I have a lecture at 4:30.
Are you angry with me for coming?
No, of course not. It was kind of you to return the books.
Yes, you are angry with me. You've been so brusque, so abrupt lately. What have I done to make you angry? You were really cross yesterday.
Of course I was cross. You says you want to learn, to study and take a diploma, and then you do not work.
Oh, I've been rather busy lately. There's been a lot on.
You're not stupid, Helen. You've got plenty of brains and intelligence, but you take no trouble. How are you coming with your German lessons?
Oh, I haven't arranged about them yet.
You must. It's essential that you be able to read German. The books that I give you, you do not read properly. I ask you questions and your answers are superficial. You must work, Helen, you must work.
It's such a bore working.
You're so eager to study, to learn, so who takes the diploma?
The diploma can go to hell for all I care.
So I don't understand. You forced me to teach you. You made your father come to me.
I wanted to see you. Be near you. You're quite blind, Karl. I'm in love with you.
What? My dear child.
Don't you like me even a little bit?
You're a very desirable young woman. But you must get this nonsense out of your head.
But it's not nonsense. I tell you I love you. Why can't we be simple and natural about it all? I want you. And you want me. Well, you know you do. You're the kind of man I want to marry. Well, why not? Your wife's no good to you.
How little you know. I love my wife.
I'm sure you're a terribly kind person and you look after her and bring her cups of hot milk and things like that. But that isn't love.
Isn't it? I think it is.
Of course you must see that she's properly looked after. But it needn't interfere with your life as a man. If we have an affair together, your wife needn't know about it.
My dear child, we are not going to have an affair.
I had no idea you're so straight-laced. Oh. I'm not a virgin, you know, if that's what's worrying you. I've had plenty
delude yourself, Helen. I am not in love with you.
You may go on saying that until you're blue in the face, but I don't believe you.
Because you don't want to believe it, but it's true. I love my wife. She is dearer to me than anyone's of all.
But why? Why? What can she possibly give you? I could give you everything. Money for research or whatever you wanted.
But you would not be Anya. Listen to me.
Dare say she was pretty and attractive once, but she isn't like that now.
She is. She still is. Well, life does things to us. Ill health, disappointment, exile. All these things form a crust covering the real self. But the real self is still there.
I think you're talking nonsense. If it were a real marriage, it isn't, it can't be, not under the circumstances.
It is a real marriage.
Oh, impossible.
You see, you're just a child. You don't understand.
You're the child wrapped up in a cloud of sentimentality and pretense. You even humbug yourself. If you had courage, I have courage. I'm a realist. I'm not afraid to look at things and see them as they really are.
You are a child that hasn't grown up.
All very satisfactory.
That's what he says.
But I must be off. I have a consultation at 4:30. Goodbye, Anya. Good afternoon, Miss Rollider. I'm going up Gower Street, Carl. I can give you a lift if you like.
Oh, thank you, Doctor.
So I'll wait downstairs in the car.
Carl. Forgive me, Carl.
Forgive you, sweetheart. For what?
Oh, for everything. My bad moods, my temper. It isn't really me. It's just the illness. You do understand.
I understand. Nothing you say will ever hurt me, because I know your heart.
Carl, you'll be late for your lecture. You must go.
You said I didn't have to leave you.
Mrs. Robb will be back in England. She will stay with me until Lisa gets back.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere in particular. I could stay here and look after Mrs. Hendryk until Miss Koletsky gets back.
Would you, Helen?
Of course.
That's very kind of you. Goodbye, dearest.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Helen.
Is Miss Koletsky a relation?
Yes, she is my first cousin. She came to England with us and has stayed with us ever since. This afternoon she is visiting with some friends who are passing through London. They're at the Hotel Russell, not very far away. So seldom we see friends from our own country.
You often want to go back, I suppose.
We cannot go back. A friend of my husband's, another professor, fell into disgrace because of his political views. He was arrested.
Well, how did that affect Professor Hendryk?
His wife and children, you see, were left quite destitute. Professor Hendryk insisted that we should take them into our home. But when the authorities got to hear of it, he was forced to resign his position.
Well, then really it didn't seem worth it, did it?
That's what I said. And I never really liked that Maria Schultz in the least. And the children were so very badly behaved and very destructive. It seems too bad that because of them we had to leave our nice home and come here practically as refugees.
Does seem rather tough luck on you.
Men don't think of that. They only think of their ideas of what is right or just or one's duty.
I know, such a bore. But men aren't realists like we are.
Lisa never gave me my medicine before she went out. She can be quite tiresome sometimes, the way that she forgets things.
Can I do anything?
Yes, it's the brown bottle on the little shelf over there. 4 drops in water. There's a glass in the drawer over there. It's for my heart, you know. Be careful, it's very strong. That's why they keep it out of reach. Sometimes I feel so terribly depressed and threaten to kill myself. And I think that perhaps if it were near me, I might yield to temptation to take an overdose.
You often want to, I suppose.
Oh yes, one often feels one would be better off dead.
Yes, I can understand that.
But of course one must be brave and go on. Here you are. Thank you. It tastes rather strong.
4 drops, you said?
Yes, that's right. on far more pupils than he ought to. I wish he could have an easier life.
Perhaps someday he shall.
Oh, I doubt it. He's so good to everyone. So full of kindness. He's so good to me. So patient. Ah,
What is it?
it's just, I don't seem to be able to get to my breath. Are you sure you didn't give me too much?
I gave you the right dose.
I'm sure you did. I didn't mean. How strange. How strange, very strange.
Mrs. Hendryk. Mrs. Hendryk.
Anya.